Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South. More specifically, we are in Yamasee, South Carolina, and we are on our way back to Rochester, New York after our trip to Florida. Tried to make some distance yesterday, made it about 7-8 hours north, ended up stopping here in South Carolina last night. It is quite the drive back to Rochester. I originally thought it's about 21 hours. I figured, yeah, we could do that in about 2 days, but that's starting to look unrealistic. So we'll just see how far we get tonight. Quick update for those of you who are following these videos. I did speak to the Geico insurance adjuster regarding my car to see when it was fixed. The last projected date was April 6th, but then they told me it would actually be a few more weeks, and now my new projected date is May 3rd, which will be a third of the year once I finally get my car, apparently. So apparently part of the holdup was that the technician at the shop had to have hand surgery, which put my car back another month. So you continue to wait. I'm used to waiting at this point. We still have the rental. Apparently the Geico adjuster was actually getting kind of irritated with the shop, apparently, and he went down and like growled at them, and so the shop is now paying for the rental car until I get my car back. I guess that was some sort of compromise they made with Geico. But anyways, we are here at the Lowcountry. What is this? The Lowcountry Visitor Center and Museum. And of course, on these travels, we follow the EM rule, where we stop at any museum that is currently open. So please, follow me. So I saw the signs on the highway that said visitor center and museum. I thought maybe it was like, you know, a welcome center, like a rest area with maybe some displays, but look at this. It is actually a genuine plantation house. It says this is Frampton Plantation House, circa 1868. Kind of a very classic Southern plantation house with, of course, this giant, beautiful live oak covered in Spanish moss outside. So let's check out the Lowcountry Visitor Center and Museum. Down there is the South Carolina state flag. South Carolina is the palmetto state, and that is a palmetto. Now, one thing that always confuses me is, what is the difference between a palmetto and a palm tree? I used to think they were the same thing, but apparently there is a difference between the palmetto and just a regular palm tree. If you know the difference between a palmetto and a palm tree, leave a comment in the comment section. Some historical items here in the parlor, and see some period clothing here. This is a morning gown which a woman would wear if her husband was murdered. See the little baby doll down there. This fluffy alligator right here. Oh, you stay there. Oh, don't. Okay. That's where he's gonna fall off the mantle there. Got some items here in these cases. See, there's like a turtle shell back there. Got some sand dollars, a bird's nest. Looks like some little children's toys, a little bunny there. And then down here next to the fancy dishes, you have a little monkey head. What's that monkey head doing there? A little bit of a taxidermy display in here. That is a fox squirrel and a wood duck. Some sea life over here. Look at the size of that horseshoe crab. It's like the size of like a manhole cover. Got a few little crabs around as well. Yeah, look at that tiny horseshoe crab there compared to this massive one right here. Look at that big old turkey there on top. The downstairs is the visitor center. Yeah, back here behind the house, some beautiful natural beauty there. I love these giant live oak trees and the Spanish moss. It really kind of sums up like that feeling of the Old South. Stopped off here in Summerton, South Carolina to stop at one of the classic road trip stops, Stuckey's. And this is one of the last remaining original Stuckey's buildings. The Stuckey's used to have these high roofs in the middle. You'll see Stuckey's, you know, partnering with other gas stations, but this is one of the few standalone Stuckey's still remaining. It's an absolute classic roadside stop. Stuckey's, often known for their trademark candy treats. You can see the pecan roll, probably the most well-known of the different Stuckey's treats here. We've also got the pecan praline, which is kind of like pecans with like melted sugar on top. There's some Nico wafers. I actually like Nico wafers. The original candy wafer there. It's actually, you know, the Valentine's hearts are actually made out of the same thing. So these are kind of like the off-season Valentine heart candies. Now if you look up, you can actually see the that high Stuckey's roof there, kind of the trademark architecture. In addition to their trademark candies, Stuckey's also known for having, you know, the gift shops, the different collectibles in their gas stations. You can see the little Native American babies there. Have some ponchos here. I remember back when I was in high school, the kids always wore these ponchos. They were really popular back then. Then over the ponchos here, we have some Stuckey's socks. They're called Sweets for Your Feet. This is actually a really interesting type of sock. Never worn a sock that's like made of this material. Very interesting. These different little curios here. Have the antler there, the moose in the middle. A little horse there, and oh yeah, I guess you put this above your toilet. It says, if you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. Some different boxes there. What do you think you could put in this box? Leave a comment in the comment section. What would you put in this box? Some shot glasses here. This is a prescription shot glass. It says it's Dr. Iva Feelgood. Repeat until intoxicated. So yeah, some medicinal liquor there. Then instead of Dunkin' Donuts, it's drunken grown-ups. Look at this crazy shark here. That is so silly. Let's show this to Jen. I think Jen will like this. Jen, do you like this?
What is it? Ah, I do. Look how googly. Look what I found.
Oh, you found the little, it's like a little unicorn, like, oh yeah, it's a little ring toss game.
I keep seeing these and I want one.
They're like the original apps.
Yeah, but they've been expensive. This one's only $3.99.
Are you gonna get that so you have something to do in the car?
I think so. But look at this guy.
Always loved these state magnets. Maybe I'll start collecting these once I have a refrigerator again. And I always loved it. I had the Arkansas one. It actually has Christ of the Ozarks there on the state. Of course, these are the only two states I've not been to. Hawaii there, and Alaska, which apparently is the last frontier state. Over in the corner here, they actually have a fully operational Dairy Queen. A lot of the old Stuckey's had Dairy Queens in them. Over here in the cured meat section, These are always some of my favorite roadside snacks. The Big Mama pickled sausages. But look what we have here. The Slim Jims, and they have a Savage size. Look at the size of that Slim Jim. That's huge. I do love, though, they're paying homage to their classic spokesman, the Macho Man Randy Savage, who you know, sadly passed away, but always immortalized here on the Slim Jims. Yeah, what other gas station? You just go in and purchase a samurai sword, a katana. I actually like this giant machete here is pretty amazing. Always thought these were fun, these games. Again, these are before apps were around. So you play Interstate Bingo. If you see like a farmhouse there, you close it off. You look for all these different things. If you see a horse, a bus, an overpass, and whoever sees all of them first and can make 5 in a row wins Interstate Bingo. Also, license plate bingo is pretty fun. You get the different cards and you check off whenever you see a license plate from any of these states here. I guess these are all, I was trying to think if any of these were, yeah, some states, you know, are going to be harder to find than others, especially depending on where you're traveling. Back here, we have a personality tester. Let's plunk a quarter down here. Hold the bar. We'll see. All right, running through all the different possible personalities.
Hot stuff.
What is it? Oh, I'm a pushover.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think you're hot stuff.
You think I'm what?
Hot stuff.
Oh, that's at the top?
Yeah. Or
No,
dreamy.
no.
Or lovable.
No, the machine has spoken. I'm a pushover.
Or. What about nasty? Try again. I mean, I guess I'd rather be a pushover than nasty. Try again.
All right, I wanted to try a new treat that I've never tried before. This is a Stuckey's pecan gopher. Looks like it's got pecans and a pecan. Some people say pecans. Pecans. I think I say both. Pecans, pecans. I think it's both correct, depending on where you are in the country. It's a regional thing. But here is a pecan gopher. Looks like chocolate and pecans there. Mmm. That's really yummy. Mmm. Yeah, very chocolatey treat there. It's got some of that like sugary stuff inside, like I guess almost like a praline covered in chocolate, I think would be the accurate way of describing this. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this to someone looking for a delicious Stuckey's treat. All right, but it is time to get back on that long, lonesome road. And we see those south of the border signs enticing us northward. And this one says virgin sturgeon, also unused bagels. And I can't even pretend to understand what that is trying to say. If you understand what this is getting at, leave a comment in the comment section. There's another sign luring us forward. Now we stopped at Stuckey's earlier, which is a absolute classic stop for road trips. And here we are at another modern road trip stop, Buc-ees, here in Florence, South Carolina. Now we've been stopping at different Buc-ees along the way. They seem to be popping up everywhere, but I don't think I've ever been to this one here in Florence. Looks like we got some free samples here. These are milk chocolate almonds.
Feel free to grab a bag, take some home with y'all.
I'll give the chocolate almond here a try. Big fan of almonds. A little bit of chocolate. Very nice. Oh, look who's back here. Look who's back there. Buc-ee! Buc-ee! you doing, Buc-ee? Hey! Oh my goodness, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh my gosh. What you up to today? Just hanging out at Buc-ee's? Oh, did you get yourself some brisket? Oh, yum, 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 yum. Sounds good. Oh, so can we get a selfie? A selfie together here? Oh, Buc-ee, it's a pleasure to meet you. Keep up the good work. Keep building gas stations all across the country. Oh, thank you, man. I always like to check out the local Buc-ee's t-shirts. They always usually have some state-specific t-shirts. You have some South Carolina Buc-ee's merch. They're in the state. Little South Carolina beach shack there. This one says, living my best life in South Carolina. I don't think I've seen this before. These are Buc-ee's Fun Straws. You drink out of that and it actually covers your mouth with a beaver mouth while you're drinking, so you can pretend that you're a thirsty beaver. Always tempted to try some of this Buc-ee's beef jerky here. Just look at that big piles of meat. It's like turkey wings right there. And if you want to take a bite out of Buc-ee, they got some beaver tails here. And this is Buc-ee's on a Saturday. It's crazy how busy it gets here. Oh yeah, Jen had to get the Buc-ee's straw. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna drink your Diet Coke? Mm-hmm. Let me show how it works.
Mm-hmm. I can't talk and be a beaver.
Okay, there you go. Does it enhance your soda drinking experience?
It does. I love Buc-ee.
So normally, you know, my go-to is the sausage stick and the chopped brisket, but I wanted to mix things up today. So I got something I've actually never had before. These are kolaches. I know they advertise, the Buc-ee's advertises their kolaches. This is a Czech food, and I'm actually of Czech descent, but have never had a kolache. So I'm very curious to see. Now there's two very different types. There's the fruit kolache, which you can see this is a cherry kolache there, and a meat kolache. This has sausage and cheese inside. Let's go for it. That is interesting. It's good sausage. You know, Buc-ee's has good sausage and some melty cheese. They threw it in the microwave before they gave it to me, but yeah, that's a yummy little meal. Little bread pocket full of sausage and cheese. Yeah, growing up, never had a kolache, even though my family is of Czech descent. All right, let's try the cherry kolache. Interesting that this is like considered the same type of food. These are both kolaches. I guess just the breading, but yeah, completely different. So you need a kolache for dinner and a kolache for dessert. Kind of like almost like a Danish with some fruit on it. All right, and then I also went with the Texas cheesesteak burrito. They have a ton of food here. They have like hot dogs and tacos and burritos and chicken tenders. I almost always go for the barbecue because that's what I like here, but yeah, I need to mix things up occasionally. So this is a Texas cheesesteak burrito. I don't know why it's not a Philly cheesesteak burrito. Maybe the cheesesteaks are different in Texas, I don't know. That's pretty yummy. It's got like some, I don't know, like spicy cheese on it. Maybe like some pepper jack. It's got some peppers on it as well. That's actually super good. Definitely, I would think I would get this again. That is so good. Yeah, the Buc-ee's, it's a constant stop. You know, I always like the Buc-ee's. You know, it's the gas station. You can fill up. You can get, you know, snacks for the road. You can get a meal. You know, there's foods that's good enough to eat for a meal. So yeah, I definitely try to check out the different Buc-ee's around the country. This is the first time I've been to this one. The one in Sevierville is opening in June. It's supposed to be the biggest Buc-ee's. They also have a giant car wash as well. We were planning on going to that, it was supposed to be June 5th was the opening day that they announced. They announced that last week, but they've gone back on that, and now they just said late June. So unfortunately, we don't have a date yet. I was gonna try to be at the opening on the 5th. I may still try to be at the opening, but I don't know, just schedule-wise, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to be at the opening of the new Buc-ees in Sevierville, but I certainly will check it out at some point. Rising up over the horizon, an amazing Sombrero Tower. Today, we stopped at Stuckey's, we stopped at Buc-ee's, but here we are at one of the grandest roadside stops, one of the most classic road trip pit stops of all time, south of the border. Check out the main gift shop here. Some classic south of the border postcards here. The Pedro, the Sombrero Tower. They're possibly the cheapest postcards in existence. 10 cents each or 12 for $1. I love the sheer volume of south of the border branded souvenirs you can get. There's a south of the border pocket watch. It's our south of the border snap bracelets. Forget about your magic bands, forget about your power-up bands. This is what you need right here. Got little tiny sombreros there for your chinchilla. This is their mascot, of course, Pedro. See the little Pedro plushies there. Of course, south of the border known for their billboards as you're driving towards it. They have the quirky billboards. This is one of my favorites. It says, "You never sausage a place, you're always a wiener at Pedro's." Some marionettes here. Oh, look at him go. Look at him dance. This is a squeeze squatch. It's like a Sasquatch, but he makes wonderful noises when you squeeze him. Collection of different plushies. The butterflies there. You got the T-Rexes there. And then down here, you have a purple robot gorilla. That's interesting. Here's an interesting spin on Pedro. It's Little Miss Pedro there, a little female child version of the character. You like these backpacks, John?
I could wear it instead of this.
Yeah, you like those type of. You like those?
I honestly really like this. The straps are very small. Like it maybe for a child.
Like a child? A little mustache there.
Look how cute he is.
Oh, these are like little sports bags. You can go to south of the border university. Oh, it's a little.
It's like the octopus. So this one's a happy penguin, and then.
What emotion? What emotion is that?
Panic penguin.
There's a great collection of Pedro keychains here. It's a little squishy version. Little wooden Pedro toy there. You hit the button on the bottom, and oh, look at that! He loses all musculature in his body. And he pops back up. That was pretty fun. Oh, it's like this is a photo frame. So put your photo in there, and you have little floating Pedros in front. Or here's just a couple Pedros floating in front of south of the border. You have Pedro in a jar. This one's actually, it's interesting, but kind of confusing too. Why is he in a little jar? What?
You a present.
You want me a present?
Yeah.
What is it?
You can open it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sheriff Jacob, south of the border.
So since I'm sheriff of Goats on the Roof.
Oh yeah, so Jen's the sheriff of Goats on the Roof, and I'm sheriff of south of the border.
He is. We're both sheriffs.
I'll wear that with pride. Oh, look at this. a big monstrous minion-like sculpture made of metal here. This gorilla here, it's an interesting paint job. It's like his hands are white, like he's wearing gloves like Mickey Mouse. A gas station over here, a convenience store called Pedro's Pantry. Now this is really cool. They actually sell the Stuckey's brand candy and treats here at south of the border in Pedro's Pantry. There's the pecan roll. It says we sell good old Blenheim ginger ale, world's best ginger ale. So I guess if it's the world's best, I probably should try a bottle. Back here in the corner, they have their fireworks. Of course, south of the border has long been a place where people have come over the North Carolina border to purchase fireworks in South Carolina. Let's see, Excalibur there. Is that like a big sword? That's 24 assorted effects.
So this dog is a knight because he's a sir and he poops.
So it's Sir
dumps
a lot.
And it looks like he poops fireballs.
He poops fireballs. Nice.
Yeah.
Up here we got Blonde Joke. Well, the packaging on the fireworks is very interesting. The choices of names. It's called Blonde Joke. It has some various photos of blonde women on the box. The picnic pack there, a hot dog themed firework.
There's Live, Laugh, Love.
Live, Laugh, Love fireworks.
Laugh,
I
kaboom.
did not think I'd see Live, Laugh, Love fireworks. That's really interesting. And yeah, over here we have the purple people eater. You can see he's there. He's purple. He's a big monster. He's eating people. His name is very appropriate next to the bling bling here. Very happy alligator there celebrating with his stick of dynamite. This building here used to be called the Silver Slipper Arcade. Now it is called Bargain Ben's Big Bargain Outlet. And you can see the I guess that is Bargain Ben there, the beaver character who almost looks like the love child of Pedro and Buc-ee. So let's take a peek here inside of Bargain Ben's. Yeah, so this is interesting. I guess it's like an outlet store. They have maybe some overstock here for sale cheap. It says half off retail every day. See a little Bargain Ben there on the sign. Do you need any of these Funkos, John?
I have Kid Loki.
You have Kid Loki?
Yeah, he comes with alligator Loki on his shoulder.
Oh, he's got little alligator Loki on him.
So I have him.
And here is the Bargain Ben's Big Bargain Outlet bins. I guess these bins just packed with stuff. It's highly discounted. Oh, look at all these Flash costumes. Oh, this is what happens when the Flash gets canceled. And there's Bargain Ben giving you the big thumbs up there. Of course, a lot of people stop here at south of the border on their way to Myrtle Beach, and they've got you covered because they have the Pedro's Myrtle Beach shop, which I guess has all your beach needs right here in inland South Carolina. Love this vicious looking sperm whale, a regular Moby Dick like whale here, with south of the border on the side. Some vicious alligators here squaring off with each other. And then look at this giant conch shell. Let's see if we can hear the ocean inside. A massive burger right here, as well as a hot dog shaped wiener dog who for some reason is just licking the concrete. That's very interesting. Here's their fast food restaurant, Hot Tamale, and I thought maybe grab a tamale while we're here, since we've sampled some of the fare from the other roadside stops. You can see they have tacos, hot dogs, and Chick-fil-A. Oh no, looks like they are actually closed for remodeling. Hopefully that is temporary. They, you know, they've closed down a few of the shops and buildings here in the last couple of years of south of the border. Hopefully Hot Tamale is not being closed permanently. I guess we could take a quick look inside. Okay, it actually does look like they are doing some remodeling. See there on the counter. Yeah, okay. So hopefully next time we come by, Hot Tamale will be open and we can grab ourselves a tamale. Check out this green gorilla here. I think to keep these figures fresh, they apply a lot of new coats of paint. So sometimes you do see the animals in just crazy colors, such as this green gorilla here. And of course, Pedro, it's never goodbye. It's always see you soon. I did want to try some of this Blenheim, allegedly the world's greatest ginger ale. I've seen it here for sale before. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else for sale, but wanted to give it a try. I don't know if this is, that's not a screw off, okay. Get it open. There we go. And they have the spicier kind. They have different levels of spiciness. I got the least spicy here. We'll start out at the bottom and we'll get spicier from there. Ooh. It still has a kick to it. Oh, that is a lot of ginger. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That has so much ginger in it. This doesn't have, it tastes like it has liquor in it. But wow, yeah. I don't know that that's my favorite ginger ale. That is pretty intense. I think if you like a really intense ginger ale, I think this is where you go. But ooh, it's kind of like a margarita. But all right, we got to be moving along. Got to get back on that long, lonesome road. It's been a day of classic, notable gas stations, stopping at Stuckey's and Buc-ees, and of course south of the border. And here is another interesting gas station, the Kenly 95 here in Kenly, North Carolina, along Interstate 95. You see it has a lighthouse out front. Of course, North Carolina known for its lighthouses. Maybe not this far inland, but generally on the coast, known for its lighthouses. It says the Kenly 95 truck stop invites us to take pictures of our 1946 Dodge Power Wagon. It says please refrain from climbing on the truck, rocks, or into the bed of the vehicle. So yeah, we got this truck here, and I noticed this is interesting. The license plate says Iowa 80, which is the name of the world's largest truck stop. And so it's Iowa 80 on Interstate 80, and this is Kenly 95 along Interstate 95. I think they're associated with the world's largest truck stop out in Iowa. We check out this Dodge Power Wagon. Looking at some of the merchandise here, we have the Cape Hatteras lighthouse there. I guess that is what the lighthouse outside is based on, the famous Cape Hatteras lighthouse. And some Kenly 95 snow globes. Little truck there and lighthouse that says Kenly 95. Shake them up and make them snow. And check this out, they actually have some Stuckey's candy here at the Kenly 95 gas station. Some interesting garden gnomes over here. I guess some military affiliated garden gnomes, as well as a patriotic firefighting Santa. There we have the guy here in this camouflaged bush outfit. He's hiding here behind the gnomes. Over in this section you can buy some actual trucking supplies. So these mattresses here, I guess these are the mattresses you'd put in the back of your truck. Although it looks like someone has been sleeping in these. Yeah, look at all these chrome pipes you can get for your semi. Up here on this platform, I have this pink semi here. It says it's called the Prowler. There's a logo there on the back. Yeah, I think normally the Prowler rotates here in the window of the truck stop. Here's like the rotating disc, although it looks like it's not currently in rotation. There's another semi down here, and if we look on the trailer, it's got an interesting mural of America here. We see we have the coast here. We have, what is it, humpback whales and moose and lobsters. I'd say this maybe is New England or Maine. Yeah, there's Paul Revere riding his horse. Betsy Ross sewing her flag. And then up there we have this. That is the World Trade Center. I think this is the World Trade Center monument, the ones that were knocked down on 9/11. So the trucks here riding past Arlington Cemetery, and down here we have some North Carolina sites. This is Blowing Rock. I've been here. They say that you can throw trash off the side and it'll blow right back up in your face. Here are some of Wallace Simpson's whirly gigs. That's actually, they're on display. A famous folk artist, Wallace Simpson, set these up nearby in, I think it's Lackawanna, North Carolina. They're now currently in downtown Wilson, North Carolina. In the middle here we have the Kenly 95 gas station. Have this guy here selling sweet potatoes, maybe. There's the Wright brothers up there on Wrightsville Beach. Oh yeah, down here, the Venus flytrap, the carnivorous plant native to North Carolina. Up there, there's, I think that's, is that Fort Sumter there in the water? See all these different lighthouses here. And oh, I think this is Florida down here, because we got the Daytona 500. We've got a giant alligator there with a highway patrolman. So I guess this is, I don't know, this is maybe the road from Maine going through North Carolina all the way down at the end to Florida. I wasn't planning on seeing old Captain Jack here at the Kenly 95 truck stop. So thank you for joining me today as we travel up through the Carolinas, stopping at some of these classic road trip gas stations and truck stops. Of course, Stuckey's one of the most classic all-time road trip gas stations. We have Buc-ees, this new empire of gas stations that provide people with barbecue and treats as they travel around the country and south of the border. One of the most iconic roadside attractions in the South. Technically it is a truck stop, but so much more. And then here are the Kenly 95, a kind of an offshoot of the world's largest truck stop, Iowa 80, out in Iowa. So let me know of all these gas stations and truck stops that I've shown here in this video, which ones do you like? Which ones do you like to stop at? And am I missing any? Is there any other classic gas stations and truck stops that you like to stop at on your travels? Thank you so much. If you like these videos, please subscribe, and it helps the channel. I travel around the country filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop. That shop is back open after I put on vacation mode while I was in Florida. So I kind of shut down the shop for a few days, but it is back open if you're interested in purchasing an enamel pin. And if you'd like a personalized message from me, or to send a birthday message, a anniversary message to a friend or family member, I'm currently on Cameo. It's been a lot of fun doing customized messages. So if you're interested in that, check that out. All that is in the description, and all that goes to help keep this car on the road for a long road trip. This boat in the water as it watches the lighthouse from the Kenley 95. It helps keep this dirigible high in the air, much like a lighthouse. Till next time, my friends, this one's in the bag. I'm a Pedro in a bottle, baby. Gotta rub me the right way, honey. I'm a Pedro in a bottle, baby. Come let me out.